Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Movie Micah. I saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie a few days ago, and I wanted to make this video talking about the state of these animation studios. Seeing the trailers from Pixar and DreamWorks before this Illumination movie, it got me thinking about all these studios. Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, and Illumination, and where they all sit right now. The trailers that played before this movie were Across the Spider-Verse trailer, which looks great. But then we saw the next Pixar movie trailer, Elemental, and the next DreamWorks movie trailer, Teenage Kraken, and they just looked awful. But we'll get to those later. First, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's Illumination, which has not had a good reputation compared to these others as long as it's existed. But the Super Mario Bros. Movie was a blast. I absolutely love this film. I'm not the biggest Mario enthusiast in the world. I've basically only known these characters from Mario Kart Wii, to be honest, but it was still a blast. As a Mario Kart player, the best scene for me was definitely Rainbow Road, all the carts, and of course the blue shell, just so satisfying. But if you're an even bigger Mario fan who's played even just 2 or 3 games, it's gonna be the time of your life, picking out all the Easter eggs that I definitely didn't notice. But it was still incredibly fun for me, and really, that's all it's aiming for. I have to mention, all the cast actually worked very well for me as well. Even Chris Pratt as Mario, which I was very skeptical, but it worked fine. And the whole cast did a great job. The Super Mario Bros. Movie was just an absolute fun time at the theater. That's all it needed to be. Now, I used to think of these Illumination films as lazy, annoying. That's how I saw some of their older films. But their last 2 have just been harmless fun to me. Minions: The Rise of Gru and the Super Mario Bros. Movie are just a fun time, and they're great. I really enjoyed both of them. I don't know what exactly has changed for Illumination, but I have been enjoying their films more. And I know heading in that they're not going to be super special, they're just going to be fun. And I appreciate them for that. Even if you don't like Rise of Gru or the Mario movie, there's no harm done. It's an innocent, harmless, fun time. However, the trailers that played before this movie, it showed to me the difference between Pixar, DreamWorks, and Illumination. Let's talk about the next Pixar movie first. Pixar has higher standards than Illumination. They don't want to make the mindless kids' entertainment that some people would describe Mario as. They want to go deeper, and they always have. They've always tried to incorporate a deeper message, so it's not just a fun, waste your time kids movie. And now, this new Pixar movie, Elemental, it doesn't look good. You can already tell exactly what it's going to be from the trailer.
Elements cannot mix.
It's the elements. The 4 elements of life. We're going back to this again. And of course, a fire person meets a water person, and they discover that they're not so different after all. That's exactly what this movie is going to be. And it does not look exciting. Not to mention, Pixar is also making Inside Out 2 and Toy Story 5 coming up in the next few years. It's just not a good spot to be in for the studio. They want to go deeper than the fun kids' entertainment, but right now I feel like I'm enjoying these Illumination films more than the new Pixar films. It's really pretty tragic. And then we come to DreamWorks. This movie called whatever the name was, and then Teenage Kraken. This looks even worse. Now, DreamWorks is just coming off one of my favorites of theirs of all time, which was Puss in Boots 2: The Last Wish. Incredible movie. It was actually an amazing film. Super creative ideas, pushes the fairy tale world even further than Shrek ever did, and made Puss in Boots one of my favorite characters. And it feels like Disney, Pixar are literally incapable of making a villain like this. But DreamWorks created this incredible villain of Death, the big bad wolf Death. Perfect villain, as well as Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Jack Horner. All these villains were so good. Each and every character in Puss in Boots was great. And now Shrek 5 is coming out, which honestly, I'm not a huge Shrek fan, but I have faith in that. And then DreamWorks is making this horrible movie in between. That's just how DreamWorks rolls. They have to make cinematic disasters in between their masterpieces. So I guess that's what's going to happen once again with this. But the Teenage Kraken movie just looks horrible, and I'm definitely not going to watch it. It's about a blue kraken from the sea is trying to disguise itself as a human, and obviously none of these humans can tell that she's blue. And then these mermaids are actually evil, and they're gonna expose the secret. It looks really, really bad, but it's okay because DreamWorks is gonna redeem itself right after, hopefully with Shrek 5. And the last studio is Disney. To be honest, I have no idea what's coming out in the future for Disney. And their newest one is Strange World or something, and I have no urge to watch that film whatsoever. Disney is the least exciting out of all four of these studios. Pixar is obviously getting worse over the years. DreamWorks is inconsistent as always. Hopefully they'll be able to make Shrek 5 as good as Puss in Boots 2. And then Illumination seems to be getting better. They're still not going deeper with their films, but they're making harmless entertainment that most everyone can enjoy. And I appreciate them for that. It was one of the most fun theater experiences in recent times. I still can't say Illumination is better than DreamWorks or Pixar, but as of now, they're kind of in a better spot. Their reputation is kind of only going up, and DreamWorks sort of is too, until they make this Kraken movie, but Pixar is only going down. And I'm not confident that Toy Story 5 or Inside Out 2 will provide anything that will make me change my mind. Elemental as well. I just wanted to make this video talking about the state of all these animation studios. Which one do you think is in the best spot right now? Is Pixar still great? Is Illumination climbing up the list? Tell me your thoughts.